Yo, 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 we back again with my main man. We want old taper fade. I've been cutting it for some years now. He one of the models I use on my Google, I believe. I believe I put you on there. Yeah, I did. Yeah, he didn't model for E's Barbershop before, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he wants to taper, so we will give him a little taper cut here. Something quick and easy. He don't ask for much. Like most men don't wind up asking for much at the house. Ladies hate to hear that. And you know, man, I was talking to my partners yesterday. We was just talking about this yesterday. And we was discussing women, you know, like most guys do in the barbershop. And relationships and whatnot. And I think women have a misconception of men. I believe that's what's going on. I think it's a misconception of men. And I think we need to hit the reset button and start over and get our thoughts together with one another. Really, I do. They need to have a conversation with one another. This idea that I'm a boss, I'm bossed up, I'm a boss lady. And men, y'all like a boss lady. But we don't. We ain't into all of that. A man just wants a regular woman that he can come home to that's basking in her femininity. Right? So once a woman knows and realize that we want a woman that's basking in her femininity, I think that we could all get together and understand what's going on with each other a lot better. Instead of, you know, I'm a boss. I'm getting my own. I'm independent. I'm this, I'm that. But here's what I don't think they understand. Here's how you get a man. If you take that man, leave him empty every morning or most of the weeks of the morning. Let him be empty going off to work. Give him some. Have him a plate of food. And he's going to work his finger to the bone every single day. You can get any car on the car lot that you want. You can buy a Porsche, a Jag. That man, he'll be working his tail off trying to buy you something he can't even afford. But you must play the game right. A lot of women keep trying to play the game. Women give women bad advice. You know what I'm saying? They give bad advice. Do this to you, man. This is how they trying to make a man, like, give them what they want. Give me what you want. Blah, 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 blah. Shot and boom. Elbowing, boom. Kick him in the knee. Him in a boom, boom. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, now, pay this house note. I give you some every now and then. See, the man continues to pay the bills, do his responsibility, but you don't supposed to, as the woman. You ain't doing your responsibility. And I'm talking about not all women are like this and not all men are like this. Yeah, there's some sorry men out there, no doubt. Very sorry. But I'm just saying, just an overall surmise of this, the way that I see things going on the internet. It's a misconception. It's a disconnect between these women in reality and women in men. We don't want no, we bossed up. You sound like a dude talking like that. You sound like a man. I be watching these rappers, man, all online and all. These women sound like dudes, bro. They sound like 50 Cent, Rick Ross. I'm back, boss, back, I don't give a black, blah. Listen, that husband of yours is down there at that job for 8 hours looking at beautiful women that's looking their best on the job. They got their lipstick on, their makeup on, their hair done right, their nice dress, they in their high heels, and then they gotta come home to you that still look like last night with your head tied up, you're wearing pajama pants, ain't nothing cooked or clean or fixed around the house that's acceptable to him. Because it's only about what's acceptable to him. It ain't about how you feel about it. And that's what people got to understand in the relationship. It's not about how you feel. Can you support your husband? Can you support your wife? That's why the Bible speaks about men and women not defaulting one to another. If your wife wants some sex, you got to give it to her. God has commanded you to take care of your wife in that regard. That's so ain't no cheating going on. But if your husband down here at this job and then if he cheat on you, then you're going to be trying to take half the house, all this money, all of this, all of that. When all you got to do is your part in this relationship. Just do your part. And you don't have to juggle 15 guys to get one bill paid. You don't have to juggle 3 guys to get your car note paid. Just go be with one man. Give that dude some morning sex in a biscuit and tell him to go to work. Do him like that. Go to work. Talk to him just like this. Go to work, you old stupid fool. Come home and take care of me. Then guess what? He's going to do that. Because you're doing your part. You gave biscuit and some breakfast sex and set them on by this way. Good deal. Somebody knocking at the door. What's up, John?
I was asking, can you do my hairline and a ball fade?
Yeah. Come back at 12:30. All right. Yeah, all I'm saying, there is a way to get what you want out of one man. Even being aggressive, even being with your nasty attitude, it's a way to get what you want. Like, I got a friend right now. Dude make good money. His wife, I'm sorry, she ain't nothing look special about her. She ain't no Halle Berry, Kim Kardashian. She ain't none of that. But you know what that woman do to that dude? Every time I see him, I be like, boy, you about to bust. She feed him. Breakfast look like a menu from IHOP. Waffles with syrup and white sugar and blueberries and strawberries on the thing. He have like 4 courses at breakfast. French toast. It's like, what are you doing? No wonder you can't keep your weight down. I see. She about to feed you like a turducken till you pop over here. She has dinner for him. They sit down together every day. They eat dinner. But this woman drives every Lexus. I done seen her with about 3, 4 Lexuses. He buys her whatever she wants. You know why? The house is nice. She keeps a clean house. She cooks. She do her part. She ain't in there denying him. When he wants some, she give it to him. Go on about their business. And she sent him off in the morning with a pot belly full of food and waiting. And that woman has never worked since I known them. I'm 45. I have never known that woman to work. Now that's what you call a wife. That man wants that woman. You understand that? And she gets whatever she wants. She ain't walking around the house I'm about to shoot a nigga, about to blast a dude up. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a big time rapper. I'm a boss chick. I'm bossing up on you, husband. The one that's paying for all this, I'm bossing. And this is what y'all do. That's why I get my own. You think that's the answer? Is to come back and say, that's why I'm getting my own. And that's why I'm independent. Independent women don't stay married. Boom. Newsflash. Independent women don't stay married. It's best to be a woman that is dependent on. Did you catch that? Be a woman that is being dependent on by your family, by your kids, by your husband. Shoot, man, I had a great mama. My mama, man, we depended on that woman. My daddy depended on her. My brothers depended on her. My mama cooked, she cleaned, it was nothing that she couldn't make. It ain't nothing that she could not do. She vast in her femininity, and my mother has never worked a day in her life, punched the clock on nobody's job. Never till this day. She's well taken care of. That's a queen to a king. Did you catch that? That's a queen to a king. So keep up with that type of message, ladies. Now, I ain't forgot about these scrub men. For those that are in scrub relationships, that's that scrub guy you picked. You saw he was sorry before you picked him. Now you're trying to make him out of to be a man. Well, he can't be a man. Most of the time, he was raised by an emotional female, and that's where his traits are. It's coming from an emotional thought process. That's why he's sorry. You picked another female to have a child with. That's what you did. You didn't pick a man. You picked a woman that so happened to have a penis. Did you catch that? You picked a woman that just so happened to have a penis. He raised with women characteristics and attributes. He's going off all the time. He don't want to get up and go to work. But these women, fine, beautiful women, those are the guys that you are choosing to date. You ain't running to men, real men. You're not running to real men want to make a relationship with those guys. You run into somebody, when you see a man, you say, hey, he weak, I can control him. Well, if you find the guy that's weak that you can control, you ain't finding a man that's going to pay bills. Did you catch that? You ain't going to find a man that's going to stay with you and pay no bills. Why should he? Remember, his mama paid all the bills. Well, that's what he used to. So you can't expect that guy to stick around and be a man. You the crazy one. Stop picking scrub dud men and find you a real man. And every woman know what a real man look like. Every woman do. So guess what, women? If you got you a dud husband or a dud boyfriend, that's the dud you picked. Because see, men are easier than women. It's easier to spot a scrub man. All you got to do is look at him. He ain't got nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't got a vehicle. He ain't got a house. He ain't got a car. He ain't got a trailer. He ain't got nothing. So a man don't have nothing. When you meet him, remember, y'all finna create double bills when you get with him. So if he ain't doing nothing, got nothing by himself, take care of himself, then how you think he gonna take care of you? And then a kid, and then another kid, and then another kid. How? Just how? Common sense stuff. Golly, man. And I hate seeing our young black women keep on walking around giving babies to these type dudes, sticking yourself with these guys over and over and over. Everybody, wait, you're a product of where you come from, what you've seen. But somewhere along the way, women, I'm trying to help you. Somewhere along the way, you have got to say that, hey, if I have the baby for this guy, it's going to hurt my future. I'm not going to be able to go to college and get what I need to get like I need to do it. Yeah, you can still do it, but it's struggling. But why struggle when you don't have to? You can just not have a baby. You know? I mean, if you're going to have sex, the least you could do is try to protect yourself. That's the least you could do. Unprotected sex brings diseases as well as kids. And it still ain't no stopping, condom break, everything, stuff happens. But come on, can we try to do better? Pick better men. A scrub man needs to be exactly what that sounds like. Leave him a scrub on all counts. He don't need no sex. He a scrub. Only men need sex is real men. Men who out here grinding. That's the only men need sex. We need a stress reliever. Something to get that off of us. Something else to think about. What we need to be thinking about Jody, who ain't got a job, while the real man at work, Jody crawling through the back door. In a house that he the one that built and worked his... Listen, people, for those of y'all that don't know what it takes to buy a house, it takes many years of full-time work. It takes many years of trying to get your credit together. It's intentional. It's not an accident that a man or a woman can afford a home. You have to qualify, meet the requirements to buy you a home. That's a very intentional thing that a person is getting up, working hard to do every day. So the guy that don't do that is the one that gets all the sex. He's the guy that know about the good hard worker, the one that went to college for the last 8 years, the one who went to the military and fought in war and got shot and got his credit up and come back and using his GI Bill to create and buy life and everything. And Jody don't have to do nothing but stay sleeping in his mama's house, smoking weed every day, drinking liquor, alcohol every day, and compound the man who got shot for your freedom wife. But he gets all the goods. And then you'll leave your husband. He ain't there enough for me. He ain't paying me no emotional attention. But Jody's living in the house that he built and created. And then once something pop off, that man that's working hard every day, he wind up doing something that he ain't got no business doing because you done hurt his male pride. Something got to go down. Something got to give. And you ain't doing nothing but hurting your kids, hurting everybody's life in this situation. All because of your choices. And I think that's the number one thing that we got to look at as people, as a race. Choices. Everything in life is about a choice. Hold yourself accountable for your bad actions. And that's what I mean today when I say women give bad advice to other women. They do. They give bad advice to other women, bro. And that's why you see them out here. I mean, bro, I know women, man, who had good men. But they was hanging out with a bunch of other single women that didn't have nothing. And them women, we all friends. Me and all the ladies, we grew up together. We friends. I hear the conversation. I'm like, man, y'all know y'all here trying to make this woman feel bad about the relationship that she's in. Y'all making her feel bad that she in a good relationship. That because y'all ain't in one. You know what I'm saying? Now, they helped break that family up. That's what they did. They helped break that girl up with her husband. And she cheated on her husband. And now all of the girls that helped her cheat on her husband, every one of them are married now with a family. I told her back then, they envy you. They want what you have. All of those girls that helped, I'm talking about a good 4 of them, helped that one girl cheat on her good husband and her kids. Broke up, split the family up, kids everywhere. And now those 4 have kids and husbands, and they ain't letting nobody get around them. They don't even fool with the girls that we all grew up with each other. They don't even fool with them anymore. They keep each other at a distance because they all know how cutthroat, scandalous they are. She ain't about to let that girl, get next to her. See, the other girl, she was just too stupid to realize what was going on. And they got married at a young age, so she thought she was missing out on something. But she wasn't missing out on nothing but misery, heartache, and pain, which is what she eventually found out. Now you out here on the dating scene, and you found out ain't nobody out here to date. Running across jailbird, scrub guys, you know, that's what you get. And honestly, that's what she deserved. We all pick our poison, and we all get what we deserve in life, straight up. And she got what she deserved. Or nothing. That man has gotten remarried to a beautiful woman, looked 10 times better than his ex-wife. She educated, nice lady. Woman get up, she work, she cook every day, she keep him happy. They just bought their home, a nice big house together, doing their thing. He moved on with his life. It took him about 12 years before he remarried somebody and started, dating and moving on with his life. He was still trying to be there for his daughters and everything. So I asked his ex-wife one time, I said, hey, how do you think this gonna end for you by you keep doing this stuff? You know what that woman told me? Oh, it's gonna end good. Yeah, it's gonna end good. I said, you think cheating on your husband and your family and sinning against God the way you doing, you think this God gonna let this end good for you? Yeah, it's gonna end good. So when you start getting that type of mentality, ain't nothing you can do with that. And that's what I mean by we give each other bad advice. And men that are scrubs, the Bible says you worse than an infidel if you don't provide for your family. Ain't nothing worse than a sorry man. Nothing. You can't do nothing with them. You can't build nothing with them. You can't change a flat tire with them. There ain't nothing you can do with a sorry man. So my thing is this. If he's sorry and you didn't know he was sorry, which is what you're going to say, but I can guarantee you saw sorry characteristics in that man that you now know is most definitely sorry. I can doggone guarantee it you did. He wasn't doing nothing when you met him. He wasn't doing nothing while you was with him. That fits the characteristics of a sorry man. But you didn't leave. You stuck around and gave him 2-3 more kids. You made him even sorrier. Because now he's showing he don't even want to work and take care of them. And then what these guys do, they get in with a woman on Section 8. so they can have a place to live and some food on the table. And that's just pathetic. I hate seeing men do that. You in here playing step crash daddy dummy to 2-3 different kids in here that don't belong to you. And just so you can have a roof over your head and some food in your stomach. You don't love that woman you with, and therefore you hurting her kids that ain't yours. Because these are kids, man. They looking up to you as a good daddy, good strong figure daddy, and you ain't strong. You ain't no daddy figure. You ain't nothing. So now a kid is looking at, man, daddies are sorry out here in life. That stepdaddy did to me. That stepdaddy, and by the time the kid's 18 years old, that woman in the hood then went through about 4 or 5 of them type of guys and juggling 5 on the side. They have seen nothing but a tumultuous life from their mother and these stepdaddies, step crash dummy daddies. That's what has been going on in our society. And the stuff, it has to change. It has to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just say it, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of been holding back a lot on speaking on stuff, but I'm going to say it. It's enough is enough of this stuff, man. I see it every day, man. This stuff ain't right. This stuff needs to stop, man. And I know that I can't make it stop, but I'm going to speak on it. Hopefully, this reached somebody, man. Hopefully. And then to the black guy that has did that, or not even to the black guy. I shouldn't say to the black guy. To all men that try to give women your seed just to make that woman stay with you. You're dropping the seed there, you're dropping the seed there, you're dropping the seed there, dropping the seed there. So you can have an attachment to all of them, and you can go over there and screw all of them, but you don't really want to be with none of them. You want to keep bouncing around. You are a pathetic man. And from where you from, that may be cool. But that ain't good. Because you're creating human beings. You're creating souls, man. People gonna leave here one day. They're gonna die. Where they going when they leave here? Did you help contribute to their damnation? You have to understand that. As a mother and a father, you're creating people. You're creating somebody that's gonna be 80 years old one day, 70, 100, 30, 40. It don't just stop with ooh la la in the bed. You created something. Now what you gonna do with what you created now? Instill and impart filth and trash in them. That's what you're doing. Shame on you. God ain't pleased with that. And other real grown adult people ain't pleased with it either. So I know I'm supposed to been telling y'all about this haircut. But come on, man. I ain't really mean for the conversation to go this way. But it is what it is. Obviously, it's what's needed to be said for it to go this way. You know? I know I got a young brother in this chair. He might have something he want to say, add to it. I don't know. You got anything you want to add?
Not at all.
I done pretty much touched on everything.
Yeah. You done started a podcast.
He said I just started a podcast. Yeah, man. It's called Cutting Phase and Telling the Truth. But I think that's the main thing for all of us, man, as we need to get back to the basis of understanding one another, understanding each other's roles. I don't want to hear men walk around talking about why they can't have a baby. Why I can't carry no baby? Because that's not your role. That ain't your role. Your role is to take care of the baby. That's your role. Pay for that child, feed that child. That's your role. That is what your role is. All right, here we come. Somebody knocking on the door. Who that knocking on the door? Okay. What's going on, Tim? Hey.
What y'all doing? Something extra secret?
No, I'm shooting me a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shoot the YouTube video. You come on in and get you a seat, man.
All right, brother, y'all doing all right?
Yeah, can't complain. Just in here having a good conversation with the subscribers. I'm gonna put a little raise on you, man. Get you up out of here. You know, and VIP important people just walk through the door, man. So we got to get them. Yeah, man. God wants us to be all that we can be for one another's sake. Not for just your own sake, but for each other. You know what I'm saying? You got to look out for somebody else that's coming behind you. And when you create something, you created this person. You did this. That person didn't create themselves, man. You brought your kids here in this world and you don't teach them nothing. You just walk away from them. Psh, how sorry. Empathetic. But maybe you don't know nothing to teach them. Well, it's time for you to start learning something. That's why you got to be around people that can impart and instill something in you. And I'm going to tell you something right now. When the truth is being told or taught, it's going to come across offensive. Most likely, you're not going to accept it because that's what we as humans do. Instead of learning, we get offended first. And then, if you shut your mouth long enough, you'll understand that he or she ain't have nothing but love for you when they was telling something to you. But you got to first shut your mouth and stop complaining. Stop being you. That's what you got to first do. Stop being you. And then you can grow. So people, I appreciate y'all watching. As y'all can see, we did it again. We got another satisfied customer. This taper on fleet. As I should say. I'm going to go this way with it. Let you check them out. There we go. Another satisfied customer.
I'm satisfied customer.
There you go. Hold this back up here again. All right, I'll see you guys later.